previously I was working with Infosys, and post joining Scalar, I'm working with Zetwerk, and I got a hike of about like 300%. I'm Abhirami. So I'm based out of Chennai. I did my schooling, college, everything from Chennai. I've been with Infosys for about 2.5 years, out of which only 4 months I was in a project. The remaining 2+ years I was only on bench. So I've always had the passion for coding, but something like it was not my cup of tea. I think at least until college, second year, I didn't even know how to write a function. You know, the first 3 to 4 years of your career is what is really important, because during that phase, like, your learning curve is usually very steep. So one was that I was not getting the correct opportunity to learn and grow in what I was doing currently. Immediate target was to move into a product-based company or a startup, but I didn't exactly know which path to take. Like, I knew the goal, but the path was very unclear. So that there was one particular day where I was like feeling so low. I came back home crying and all that. From a very young age I started painting, so that's my like let out. 10 years back I don't know if I could, you know, paint so well. The journey hasn't been easy there also, but I think I had constant support. My mom also paints very well, so I've always had guidance in that area. But I think professional life is where one part of it, like, of course, like, I had some support from office, but the growth was very less. I mean, like, even the support that I had didn't add on to my learning or the growth opportunities that I was getting. I mean, that's when I decided that, you know, some support in my professional life, something to upskill myself would also help. A mutual friend of ours was already a part of ScalerAcademy. Just with his reviews, it was like some light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I didn't have very high hopes that, you know, it'll change my life upside down, but I decided to give it a try to see what it had. It was 1 or 2 days after I joined the course. Anshuman took a class on consistent hashing, and I was like completely blown away. Like, it was like about 2.5 hours class, and I literally went from 0 to 100 about like consistent hashing. So that was the kind of impact that Anshuman and the class had. So I think at that point of time I decided that maybe Scalar is the place. I never had the confidence to even start. But then, like, Abhimanyu has always told me that, you know, the best way to learn coding or, you know, to develop something is to jump into it and get your hands dirty with code. That's the only way you will learn. Today, I think, like, even if I don't know something, I have the confidence that I can always come back and start learning it. So my mentor was Mr. Purnimesh. He made me understand like what interviewers would really be looking out for, from resume building to what the market needs at this current point of time. You know, you name a company and you will find a Scalar student working there. Be it referrals, or if I'm feeling stuck at work, or any technical help, I can reach out to anybody in Scalar and expect them to get back to me. Zetwerk was the very first company that I interviewed for. When I knew that I had actually landed the job, like, I didn't believe it all. I didn't tell people for the first 5 or 6 days that I got a job, because I was living in denial that, you know, I actually landed a job in a startup. I think without Scalar, I don't think, you know, even 5-10% of this would have been possible. The other major success that I see is like from not knowing what I was doing and why I was doing to, you know, creating high impact in the company and even going above and beyond and winning an award for the work that I've, you know, performed in my 1.5 years of Zetwerk. So I think that learning and that growth is the major success that I see in my career.